Hey everyone, hey, it's Mike from Destinations of Travel coming to you live today from the EPCOT International Flower and Garden Festival. Out here at the entrance to the park with the Wish Topiary. You can see Asha with Star and then Valentino over there. And today will be the last time we get out to the Flower and Garden Festival because the festival ends on Monday. The 27th is the last day for the EPCOT International Flower and Garden Festival this year. So, monorail. Sorry, got distracted. So like I said, Monday, the 27th, will be the last day for the EPCOT International Flower and Garden Festival. So we wanted to get out here one more time to take a walk around. There's also some new developments here at EPCOT since the last time we were here. It's been a while since we were here last. Usually EPCOT we come out to pretty frequently, but yeah, it's been a little bit. Hi, Lou. Hope you're doing well. Hope everyone's having a good day so far. It is a beautiful day here at EPCOT. It's a little warm, but you know, we're almost at the unofficial start of summer here, so it makes sense. It's going to be warm. But really nice day, little breeze. You can see the flags, the EPCOT flags blowing. I haven't checked wait times, but I did a quick little lap around here real quick, and I did see it was only a 5-minute wait for Spaceship Earth, so that's usually a pretty good sign. We have Minnie Mouse out here. And then to my right, I believe Goofy. Yep, there he is. So you'll still see the character meet and greets right out here at the entrance to the park. Typically, you know, Fab 5. It's not going to get like too unique out here. You're going to get Goofy, Minnie, Mickey, Pluto you'll see out here. I did see out in World Celebration that Daisy was out meeting and greeting. So now listed as a 10-minute wait at Spaceship Earth, but you can see there's no wait out here. I mean, this is an omni-mover attraction, so it's going to move pretty quickly here. You won't have even a 10-minute wait. I would be surprised if you waited even 5 minutes for that, to be honest. So that's, again, usually a pretty good sign that the park is not too busy today. We're going to head past Spaceship Earth and over to World Celebration. And, like I said, a new development over here at EPCOT, which we'll talk about a little bit more as we get up there. And as we make our way up there, I want to mention some housekeeping stuff here, too. So you see our socials scrolling across the bottom of your screen there. We're going to continue to do these live streams like we always do, but we're going to start doing some exclusive to our Facebook and exclusive to our YouTube. And just for complete transparency, the video quality will just be a little bit better if we do them on either one as opposed to streaming across all of our socials at the same time. So, point is, you see those socials scrolling across the screen there. Be sure to like, follow, subscribe across all of our social platforms, or at least all the ones that you use. That way you won't miss any of our live streams. So we're going to continue to do these live streams across all of our platforms. And we won't always be exclusive to either our Facebook or our YouTube, but we're going to mix some of those in as well. So, again, youtube.com/C2Travel, or just find us Destinations of Travel on Facebook. Make sure you are liked, subscribed, ring the bell, all the fun stuff. All right, so I'm actually going to stop right here because you can get a little bit more of a view. I don't know how much of the wall you can see beyond the sort of geometric pattern out there, but it's a nice colorful mural that's all filled in now. You can see a lot more over here, and we'll make our way around and get a better look, but this is one of the big new developments here. Communicore Plaza is going to be opening on June 10th. So we'll have a new, I don't know if you can call it an attraction, but this is where you'll find Mickey and friends that you can see on the sign right up here. You'll meet Mickey Mouse and friends here. So it'll be a new hub for meet and greets. This whole area is going to be a little bit of a festival hub, which they've already kind of begun with that, but I would imagine that I'll stretch out a little bit more. And then over here, and we'll make our way around again, but you can see some flags hanging over there. That will be where they do the new Celebration Encanto show. That again will begin on June 10th when Communicore opens. So some exciting new developments here at EPCOT. So if you're visiting this summer, and the Encanto show only runs through September. I don't remember the exact date in September, but it runs into September. So it'll be a limited time show here. And I would imagine they'll use that space for all sorts of different limited time things. So pretty cool. Oh, see the Geminors going by. One of them, a singular Geminator. So again, Communicore, June 10th. I'm waiting to see. I think the show is supposed to begin here shortly. The anti-gravity show of forces in nature. Oh, here's Pluto. Hello, Audrey. Bailey says, eat the spicy hot dog. It's magical. One of the offerings for Flower and Garden. The spicy hot dog is where the Hawaii booth would normally be for Food and Wine, right? I can't think of the name of the booth. I've actually never had it either. Oh.
Just a few minutes, Forces of Nature by Anti-Gravity will join us for an exciting...
I had the name backwards. The show over here is Forces of Nature by Anti-Gravity. That show will begin over here shortly. But real quick, like I said, this area has become a little bit of a festival hub. I wanted to show you the Figment topiary over here. There's Figment. And then there are some festival markets. We got a festival market over here. There's another one over there that is closed right now. But they can utilize this space now for the festivals a little bit more. And then as I pointed out before, you can see the flags up here where the Encanto show will be, a big LED screen on the other side of there as well. So again, June 10th will be the opening of Communicore. So we'll definitely be back out to check that out. I know I called out your message, Bailey, but I don't know if I said your name. By the way, we are live right now, so if there's anything specific you'd like to see, again, hi, Audrey. Anything specific you'd like to see or any questions you have, feel free to drop a comment. We are about to check out the Forces of Nature show.
Hello, world travelers. Please welcome Forces of Nature by Anti-Gravity.
So that was the Forces of Nature show by Anti-Gravity. Really cool. I believe that is going to be specifically for Flower and Garden, which again, Flower and Garden ends on Monday, the 27th. So I'm glad I got a chance to get out here and check it out for myself and to share it with you guys. It was impressive. That was a good show. I will say I've seen it in video before, and the video doesn't really do it justice. It was much more impressive to see up close in person. I don't know if I could even get up on that spinning ball thing. So it was really cool to see up close. So again, these are the kinds of things that, yes, I'm glad I can share them with you guys, but always good to get out and see them in person. And you can do that by heading to d2travel.com or sending us an email at info@d2travel.com. We can start planning your next Walt Disney World Resort vacation today. Again, that's d2travel.com. You can see that in the bottom left corner of your screen there. And while I'm at it, I will mention again, follow us on all of our socials. So you see scrolling across the bottom of your screen there, we will have exclusive live streams to our Facebook and our YouTube in the near future. Just wanted to take a look at the Flower and Garden photo op there. Lou, to answer your question, no, I have not been out to the Evermore Resort. I would like to get out there and check it out. It looks really nice. If I do, I'll be sure to share it as much as physically possible. Again, we are going to take a walk around World Showcase here for the Flower and Garden Festival. for the last time this year, because again, it ends on the 27th, which is this upcoming Monday. But as soon as I get a good spot, good sort of photo op here, good backdrop, where I can just stop and talk. We do have some more news, because obviously after Flower and Garden, we do have another festival returning to EPCOT. And it is, I would say, probably the fan favorite. And that is the EPCOT International Food and Wine Festival, which will be returning on August 29th. So obviously you got a gap there between festivals. Food and Wine seems to be starting a little bit later than we would normally have it. So you've got all of June and July and most of August before we have another festival here at EPCOT. But that makes sense because we've got the opening of Communicore. You got all of the new changes to EPCOT, even the whole opening of that World Celebration Garden area. You've got Journey of Water inspired by Moana, which we've checked out in the past. There's a lot of new stuff here at EPCOT. So we don't necessarily need to rely on the festivals quite as much. If you haven't been to EPCOT in a while, like let's say it's been a few years since your last trip to EPCOT, it is going to feel very, very different. Especially if you have not been here for something like the EPCOT International Food and Wine Festival, which again begins August 29th. Who doesn't love the Food and Wine Festival? It is fantastic. You're going to have your food and drink booths all around the park, like you do for all of the festivals, but obviously more of a focus on the culinary efforts of the park. So I'm really excited. Love food and wine. Always happy to get out here and try whatever's new, and also have some our returning favorites, of course. There's always some really great options at Food and Wine. So we will definitely be out here again to check that out. But before that, we'll be out here again for the opening of Communicore, again, which we talked about earlier before the Forces of Nature show. Which will be opening on June 10th with Mickey and Friends meet and greet area, a new Encanto show. As we look at the Encanto topiaries here. So again, that opens June 10th, the new Communicore Plaza.
Get in right in there.
So we'll definitely be out here for the opening of Communicore.
Michael.
And then again after that, in August, late August, August 29th, for the start of the EPCOT International Food and Wine Festival. So those are the new developments here at EPCOT. Now we're just going to take a walk around World Showcase, take in the sights and sounds of the Flower and Garden Festival one last time before it ends on Monday. You can see they're all set up for Luminous, the new nighttime spectacular here at EPCOT. I don't know, how long can I get away with calling it the new nighttime spectacular? It was this year, so it's, it's still new. I am smelling something really good over here right now. Oh, I should have mentioned too, the spicy hot dog that Bailey was talking about was at the booth back that way. If I had gone right at the Encanto topiary. But we have gone through all of the menus for Flower and Garden already. I think this is the third time we're here for this festival this year. So we've gone and taken a walk around to look at all the menus. There's Trowel and Trellis, which is a vegan booth offering. And you got Mexico, which I did have. What did I have here? I had the braised pork, the sope. And there's the floral margarita. That was really good as well. You guys know the festival booth here in Mexico is always one of my stops. So we head into the Mexico Pavilion. I did see recently that there is a new collection of merchandise in the Mexico Pavilion for the for Saludos Amigos, for the Three Caballeros. So if you're a big fan of those characters, Donald, Jose, and oh no, I'm blanking. Somebody answer for me. Let me see. Is it on the sign? Panchito? Is that right? Let's see. Oh no, I don't have it on there. Oh yeah, there it is. It is Panchito. Jose, Panchito, and Donald. The Three Caballeros. Anyway, I was saying there's new merchandise for those characters and for Saludos Amigos, their film in the Mexico Pavilion. Yeah, there's Donald. I think now we've seen all of the Fab Five except for Mickey. We saw Goofy and Minnie up at the front. When we saw in World Celebration, we saw Pluto. Now we just saw Donald. Just haven't seen Mickey yet. We'll see if we see him as we make our way around. Lou asked, do you ever go the other way, starting with Canada? I do. Typically, I go this way unless I am going somewhere specific. That's the only way I ever really go the other way. I don't know. I feel like I've taken this poll before, but what do you guys do? When you enter World Showcase, do you enter to the right, starting with Canada, or do you enter to the left, starting with Mexico? Again, my sort of default is just going to the left, starting with Mexico. But again, unless I'm going somewhere specific, like let's say I want to come in and go to France, I'm not going to walk all the way around. I will go that way, straight over to the Eiffel Tower over there. I can hear performance going on in Canada right now. Lou says Mexico 95% of the time. Yeah, that's probably the same for me. I think last time I was here, I'm trying to remember what it was for, but I feel like I entered towards Canada first. I'm trying to remember what I came here for. I don't remember. It has been a while actually since I've been to EPCOT. I think it's actually been like a couple of months, which is rarely the case. I'm usually at EPCOT at least once a month. Just one of the easiest parks to just come in and just take a walk around, especially with things frequently changing with the festivals throughout the year. As we come up to the Elsa and Anna topiaries, which I didn't see a queue outside for Frozen Ever After, so it must not be too long of a wait. I should mention too, because I've talked about the festivals. Those of you who are not familiar with the EPCOT festivals, there are 4 of them that go on throughout the year. Right now we are in Flower and Garden, but again, that ends on Monday, the 27th. August 29th will be the start of the Food and Wine Festival. Then that will take us late into the year, into either late October or November, typically in November. And then that will lead into there'll be a little bit of a gap, but that will then bring us to the Festival of the Holidays, which obviously runs through the holiday season, takes you into early next year, and then you'll have the start of Festival of the Arts, which might be my favorite. Festival of the Arts always has some really good food. They have the Disney on Broadway concert series over in the America Gardens Theater, and lots of really awesome art for sale. So all 4 of the festivals have something amazing. I mean, obviously I love the Festival of the Holidays. Who doesn't love the holiday season? Flower and Garden is when the park is at its most beautiful. And then Food and Wine speaks for itself, right? I mean, it's got food and it's got wine. So the festivals here at EPCOT are always fantastic. But with this construction and all of this transformation finally nearing an end, EPCOT on its own, without the festivals, is going to become a really, really great place to hang out. And of course, I mean, it's one of the most iconic vacation destinations in the world. Getting all of the smells of Flower and Garden right now with all of the various food booths and all of the flowers. We're entering the Germany Pavilion at the Bauer Market, the food booth here for Flower and Garden. You can see the food booths don't really have much of a wait. It's a little bit later in the day now. If I had, maybe an hour ago, the booths might have had a little bit of a longer wait, but still, pretty good sign. They're not super busy right now. Of course, this holiday weekend coming up in the unofficial start of summer, it's going to start to get busier here. It's also going to start to get hotter. I like to, provide tips based on the time of year when you're vacationing, and typically around, February, March, not so much April, but like January, February, March, I would say. Prepare for anything with the weather. Be ready for some cooler temperatures. You might wake up in the morning at Rope Drop Park and it's 40 degrees. So be prepared for anything. You're visiting in May, or late May, early June, July, August, really September, October. Just be ready for the heat. It's going to be hot. So just be prepared for that. I'll also be prepared for rain, because we will hit a stretch where it's going to thunderstorm every day. We haven't quite hit that yet. We've been getting some rain, but not the daily thunderstorms just yet. But definitely be prepared for that as well. And that has brought me to the trains, where we'll pause momentarily. Looks like there's only 2 trains actually going right now. If you've been watching our videos for a while, I love to stop at the trains. And again, Disney. All you got to do is live stream with a GoPro, strapped to one of those trains. We will watch it all day. Now you got Primavera Kitchen, the Italian booth for the festival here. We enter the Italy Pavilion. Ooh, the flowers over here are really strong. You can really smell them from here. As we enter the American Adventure Pavilion, we got the America Gardens Theater on the right, which I mentioned, talking about the Festival of the Arts with the Disney on Broadway concert series. For Flower and Garden Festival, you've got the Garden Rocks concert series. And then for the Food and Wine Festival, you've got the Eat to the Beat concert series. Largely the same thing. They get some big names in music to come and perform here. And all of the concerts are included with the cost of admission. Let's see, who do we have for Garden Rocks? We have got Epic Live. I wasn't sure if that was the name of the act or not. Let's see, does this show go all the way until the end? So you got Epic Live, LIT, and Casting Crowns as the last three acts of the Garden Rock concert series. But some of the other names we've had on here: Sister Hazel, Simple Plan. Who else? Plain White Tees, Flock of Seagulls. Flock of Seagulls of EPCOT fame, with one of their songs being included in Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind. So that's pretty cool. I did not come out to any of the Garden Rocks concerts this year, though, unfortunately. Last year, I want to say it was Garden Rocks. Yeah, I'm almost certain it was Garden Rocks. We came out and saw Blue Oyster Cult perform, which was really cool. And again, these concerts are included with the cost of admission. So you can come out and see whoever is performing on the day you happen to be here. And like I said, there's the Disney on Broadway concert series for Festival of the Arts. And then Festival of the Holidays, they have the Candlelight Processional nightly for the festival with celebrity guest narrators. So some of the names we've seen here in the past have included Neil Patrick Harris, John Stamos, Simu Liu, the only time I saw it was Bonnie Hunt. So a lot of actresses, a lot of musicians, things like that will come out to do those narrations. So there's a lot of really cool stuff you can get to see in the American Gardens Theater. We now enter the Japan Pavilion. It's one of my favorite topiaries every single year. And just up ahead is the festival booth in the Japan Pavilion, which always has one of the favorites for Flower and Garden, which is the Frushi, which I've actually never tried, and I really should. Here we go. I can give you a look at the Frushi from the menu up here. There's the Frushi. So I know Bailey said the spicy hot dog was a favorite. I believe the word was magical. Do you guys have any specific favorites from whether it's this festival or any other here at EPCOT? Anything that you have to go and get every time you come out here? EPCOT on its own, without the festivals, has a lot of really great food options. Obviously, World Showcase, you got a lot of different dining options. But then you add the festival on top of that, and you got, I mean, just an impossible amount. Construction is ongoing here in Morocco. Let's see, there's a sign for a meet and greet with Jasmine over here.
How was this jam?
Let's see. Let's pop in here. Been a while since we come back into the Morocco Pavilion. We've got the Tangerine Cafe open back here.
I'm very excited for this.
And you've got the new pass holder lounge that is now open. So if you are a Disney World annual pass holder, you can head back to the lounge right back here. Which I can't do right now because my only annual pass is on my phone, and that's what I'm using to stream, so cannot do that. Let's see, we have an answer from Audrey. This year was the peanut butter cannoli. Ooh, I did not try that. Where is the peanut butter cannoli? I would assume that's got to be in Italy. I don't remember seeing a peanut butter cannoli, though. I'm gonna have to get that now. Thank you, Audrey. This is one of my favorite sort of quiet places back here in the Moroccan Pavilion. There's a lot to explore within these pavilions here. I don't think there's a good way to get out right now, though, with this construction. Audrey, thank you. I'm going to have to go and check that out.
Yeah.
Arthur!
All right. Didn't expect to get stuck in traffic like that on the way out. Barbie, so you know what they're doing with the construction there? I believe it's just your routine maintenance. I know they just did some work back there to open up the new pass holder lounge. But I would assume they're just continuing to fix some things up while they were working on it. And so you got sort of a little bit of a pinch point there. I guess I can't even really say a little bit. Like we got stuck in traffic on the way out. But yeah, so there's a pinch point going in and out of the Morocco Pavilion right now. But, you know, it wasn't too bad. It only took a few seconds. And I'm sure that won't be up much longer. All right, I'm going to speed things up a little bit as we make our way back up towards the front of the park to wrap things up today. We're back here in the France Pavilion, which I believe I've said in the past, but between festivals, during festivals, obviously, I got to come out and try different food from the booths all around World Showcase. But between the festivals, my go-to quick service meal would be back here in the Boulangerie. Got great sandwiches and pastries, great bread, as you would expect. Also, two of my favorite topiaries, which I believe I pointed out last time. So if I am skipping past anything you want to see from the Flower and Garden Festival, you can always go back through all of our videos on Facebook and YouTube. But two of my favorite topiaries, Lumiere and Cogsworth right back there. Again, the last day of the Flower and Garden Festival is coming up on Monday.
The backdrop is fine.
A little bit of a breeze over here right now, so sorry about the wind noise. But it's a very welcome breeze. And again, as we're kind of in between pavilions right now, I want to mention, if you've been watching these live streams for a while, you know we do them once a week on our Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. However, we are going to start mixing in some exclusive live streams. We'll have live streams to to exclusively to our Facebook, so exclusively to our YouTube. So be sure to like, follow, subscribe across all platforms. That way you won't miss any of our live streams. We will still have these live streams across all of our platforms as well, mixed in. But if you go a couple weeks without seeing one of our live streams, just know that they are happening, just on one of our other channels maybe. And that'll bring a much better video quality. So you'll have a much better product to enjoy. So again, follow, like us on Facebook. Be sure to subscribe on YouTube. You see all the handles scrolling across the bottom of your screen there. Got Alice meet and greet right out here in the UK. And of course the Winnie the Pooh topiaries. There's Pooh, Rabbit, Tigger, Piglet, and Eeyore. And again, I mentioned it earlier, but there's the barge for Luminous out on the water. Have you guys seen Luminous yet? If so, what do you think? Luminous is the new nighttime show that debuted, what, in January? I believe it was January. Replacing Harmonious, which I loved. I know it was kind of, people were kind of on the fence about Harmonious, but I really liked it. So I had a high bar to clear for Luminous, and I might like Luminous more. Really enjoy Luminous. Actually, the music for Luminous just recently released across digital platforms. So if you have like Apple Music or Spotify or things like that, you can now download the soundtrack. We are in the Canada Pavilion. We make our way back up towards the front. One of the restaurants that is high on my list for places I have not yet tried would be the Cellier Steakhouse here in Canada. I know, I'm sure there are some of you out there saying, how have you not eaten there yet? I've been told. Just haven't gotten around to it, but we will. To the right, we've got our Bambi topiary. And to the left, you've got the Canada Pavilion booth, Northern Bloom, which has the filet, which is always a favorite. There's Flower and Thumper. I feel like they need to lean into Flower more as the mascot for Flower and Garden. I don't know, maybe Flower is not as recognizable anymore. I should mention too, you will see special offerings at places like the Refreshment Port or the Refreshment Outpost over on the other side of World Showcase, popping up during the festival. So they're open year round, but during the festivals they'll have some special menu items. Like right now, Refreshment Port has a vegan buffalo chicken poutine. Vegan or vegetarian? I know it was at least vegetarian. I guess I can't say for sure that it was vegan, but it was really, really good. Here is Pineapple Promenade. This is Bailey's favorite, the spicy hot dog. That is a returning favorite. You'll see that. I mean, I don't want to guarantee it for next year, but we've seen it every year for quite a while now. All right, so we come back around to the port of entry. We're going to head back up to World Celebration Gardens where we'll wrap things up today. So as always, thank you guys for joining me for a walk around EPCOT. If you joined in late today, we did check out the Forces of Nature show over at World Celebration Gardens. New show by, well, new as in a couple months old at this point, but by a group called Anti-Gravity. It's a really cool show. You can always go back and check that out. And I'll give a quick plug today, too, that tomorrow we have another live stream coming your way from the West Coast. Robbie will be out in Disneyland bringing you some Pixar Fest fun. So that'll be at around 12:30 p.m. Pacific time, so 3:30 Eastern. You can check out Disneyland. We'll be specifically at Disneyland Park tomorrow. We didn't get to see Mickey meet and greet, but there is the big Mickey topiary. And again, like I was saying, we didn't get to see Mickey, but in the near future, which actually let's take a walk down this path real quick. Quick detour. In the near future, you will know exactly where you can meet Mickey here in EPCOT. Again, as Mickey and Friends meet and greets will be a part of the Communicore Plaza that opens on June 10th. This might have been a waste. It looks like there's not a lot to see over here. We'll circle around. The Communicore, again, opens on June 10th. That'll bring you the Mickey and Friends meet and greet. I'll bring you the Celebration Encanto show, as well as just a place to hang out and get out of the heat, the summer heat, get into some air conditioning for a little bit. And that is just on the other side of this wall here. There's the Communicore Plaza. Taking the longest route possible to get back up to the front. But I should mention too, while we're doing this, if you'd like to get out to EPCOT for yourself, maybe to see Communicore when it opens, or maybe to get out to Food and Wine when that begins on August 29th, you can head to d2travel.com. Just send us an email at info@d2travel.com. And we can start planning your Walt Disney World Resort vacation today. Again, d2travel.com. You can see at the bottom left of your screen there. Oh, Disney Duck enjoying some popcorn. Well, I thought there would be more of an opening in these walls here, but Communicore Plaza is right over here. Yeah, okay, here's our opening up here, I think. And then just up ahead on the right, you'll find Journey of Water inspired by Moana, which we have a full walkthrough video and explanation up on our YouTube. There you go. Here is Communicore, which again opens on June 10th. So we'll definitely be out here to get a look at what Communicore has to offer. And then one more time, I will say August 29th will be the start of the Food and Wine Festival here. So we'll be out again for that. And maybe once in between there too, because we tend to get up to EPCOT pretty often. So who doesn't love EPCOT? All right, so thank you again, everyone. That's going to do it for us today with a look at Spaceship Earth as we wrap things up. Again, d2travel.com or info@d2travel.com if you'd like to start planning your Walt Disney World Resort vacation. And again, we will be live again tomorrow from the West Coast. That will be exclusively on our Facebook, I should mention. So if you do not like our Facebook page already, you'll see it scrolling across the bottom of your screen there, Destinations to Travel. Check us out there. We will be live tomorrow, 12:30 Pacific, 3:30 Eastern from Disneyland Park. Oh, the music just cut out. Not sure what that was for. But thanks again, everyone. And I will see you all real soon. Bye.